Hello, Gemini. Thank you so much for joining me today on Fortune's Wheel Tarot. I recorded your reading for February the 13th through the 19th, 2023, and there was a problem with the sound, mainly that I am still struggling to speak up. So I'm actually going to reread these cards for you because I felt these messages were just too beautiful not to share. So this may or may not be a Valentine message for you. The first card that came out for you was the Four of Keys, clearing the way. Thanks again for your patience while I read the messages from the guidebook for the Akashic Tarot. These messages are just so detailed and offer so much upliftment. I enjoy sharing them all with you. So the message for this card reads, a man and a woman have taken their carriage down a trail that cuts through a forest and continues to their beautiful home in the distance. A large downed tree lies before them, blocking their path. However, the young man carries an axe and is ready to clear the way. This card is a strong signal that it's now time to take significant action to remove an obstruction in your way. It may be in your personal life, in a relationship, at work, or with a creative project. You must be clear-headed, so be sure to temper your action with calm and forethought. If you are too urgent and excitable, you may waste your energy or even cause damage. On the other hand, if you're overly gentle and cautious, you won't clear the way completely. Be determined and strong as you work to remove the obstacle that blocks your steps. With time and your attention, the way to your dreams will be open. The Akashic force for this card. With a deep breath, fill yourself with the strength, force, and love that help you move any obstacle that blocks your path. Feel that love and power growing, gently moving through anything within and around you and freeing you completely. The next card for you was the number 17, the Lookout, Major Arcana in the Akashic Tarot. See if I can turn that a bit so the pixels are not so prominent. There we go. A man looks through binoculars from the crow's nest of a great masted ship. A battle is being waged on the deck below him. This card tells you to be on the lookout. There's a challenging situation, perhaps even a battle of sorts, around you. You could experience a sudden fall or loss of your position, but if you are aware, you can make a backup plan that will help you ride through this difficult time a little more easily. This phase may be temporary, but it's important to keep your balance. Your strength will carry you through to a better time to come. This card also says that whether you receive this card upright or reversed, there is a card nearby that can help you better understand the difficulties at hand and the steps that you can take to leave or to resolve them. Notice the card to which the man is looking with his binoculars. What do the details in that card tell you about your role as lookout in this situation? The card that he would be looking toward would be the Four of Keys, clearing the way. So how to make this way clear for you? What details can clearing the way tell you about being a lookout in this situation? The Akashic force for this card. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Become the lookout and scan things that are happening in your life. Notice anything you'd like to correct, then take a moment to consider how to do so. After a few moments, let that go. Now turn your binoculars to look into your future. What do you see on the horizon? Looking forward to the future, Gemini. The next card out for you is the Five of Scrolls, Diversity. And the Akashic message for this card. A woman stands on a veranda overlooking a beautiful valley dotted with little towns on the hills and along the river. Scrolls she has read lie upon a nearby table. Another scroll is held loosely in her hand while the woman surveys all that she sees. With this card, you'll find that it's time to diversify. There are many options for you to consider, and you should take a look at them all. Allow yourself to try new things, go to new places, learn new subjects, break out into different directions, and meet new people too. Don't worry about scattering your energy too thin. You're in a period of expansion, so use it. Let yourself go farther afield than you planned. In the end, you will diversify in ways that introduce you to a whole new you. The Akashic force for this card. Your life has turned into a smorgasbord of opportunities. Close your eyes and imagine an array of all the many different things that interest you. Give yourself permission to try them. How can you do that in the coming weeks? The card that was on the bottom of the deck for you was the Two of Roses, Winged Messengers. If you can see, that dove has a scroll and looks like an angel connected to it, and the hawk has a scroll as well. The Akashic message for the Two of Roses, Winged Messengers reads, a white dove carries a message in his beak and flies high above a table laid out for tea. One of the teacups has fallen over, and there are broken pieces of china on the table. Below the dove, a hawk flies into the scene with a message in his beak. This card indicates a small conflict in your home or family. It could involve you and another, or others in your extended family. There could be money issues about the home, an inheritance, or personal finances. The dove brings a message from your spirit, a call to see this little drama through your higher mind and compassionate heart. You may feel compelled to be the peacemaker or the provider in this situation. Let yourself do as your spirit guides you. The hawk, a predator, shows that there are times when you might have a tendency to be pulled into the fray yourself. With the hawk entering from the right, it certainly indicates that more challenges may be coming your way. Happily, your spirit is high above those challenges, so you can see them clearly and deal with them effectively. The Akashic force for this card. With a deep breath, bring your focus within you and feel the brilliant, pure white energy of your higher self. As you fill with a sense of this radiant being, invite a message from your spirit about any personal concern that lies before you at this time. Whether you get a word, a feeling, or an image, let yourself receive this message immediately. I also pulled a card from you from the Oracle deck, the Shaman's Dream. And the card that I pulled for you was the number 30, Horseman, Herald of Change. The Shaman's Dream Oracle message reads, Number 30, Horseman, good news, caution, herald of change. When the horseman appears, he is inviting you to spread the good news. Everyone already knows the bad news. Your task is to point out the beautiful when others see only the ugly. Note the possible, no matter how implausible it may seem. This does not mean becoming giddy or blindly optimistic, but rather reminding yourself that every storm cloud has a silver lining. Become a herald of the positive. Put away the fatalistic attitude, the dire predictions, the dreadful expectations about the world or about your life. Declare the arrival of a new and better you. Proclaim that you have risen from the realms of the dead, woken from a long and dreadful slumber, and are back on the world stage. The show is on again. The horseman cautions you not allow your exuberance to become hollow or trivial. Do not allow your exuberance to become hollow or trivial. Be sure that there is substance to the news you spread, and that you are willing to live up to the expectations you raise. The world will welcome you with open arms as you share an uplifting message. Heed the horseman when he shows up once, for he bears good news and is announcing a prosperous and peaceful time. You can see why I wanted to share these messages with you, Gemini. The final card that I pulled for you was from the Wild Offering Oracle by Tasha Silver. And that card was a card of forgiveness. Healing comes from acceptance. Help me, dear divine, to fully accept what is, knowing that this alone will help me to the new. Herald of change. Accepting what is, knowing this alone will open me to the new. I hope you have enjoyed this message, Gemini. I have enjoyed giving it to you. I wish you love and light, and I will see you next time.